Hi, I'm Alex. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I am here in my Disney holiday sweater of the year with my little Starbucks drink, ready to talk about my 2022 holiday wish list. So my last video, if you saw, was a book wish list. It's just a list of all of the books that I would appreciate this holiday season. But I do have a list of actual items too. And this is kind of a list that I have been keeping throughout the year of just things that I am interested in but don't want to purchase myself, basically. So I keep this in my bullet journal as like my annual wish list so that at the end of the year I have very easily access to all these things. So the first thing on my list this year is a personalized library embosser. If you've watched my videos before, you know I am a big reader and I am in the process of growing up my library. It's definitely not the size of some people's, but that is okay. It will get there. So I want my own little embosser that says like from the Library of Alexandria. That is number one. The second thing I want is also much to do with reading, and that is the Kindle Paperwhite. I actually do have a Nook, like the Barnes & Noble Nook, but I got it when I was in 8th grade, I think. Maybe freshman year of high school, which at this point was 12 years ago. So it definitely... it works, but it doesn't fully like connect to internet or anything anymore, which makes it just a little bit hard. So I want an updated version. I want the new shiny version. So that being said, I want the Kindle Paperwhite. The third thing on my list is also to do with reading, but could definitely be used for other things too. You know, I personally would like it like in the gym. I'm going to start taking the train to work soon, so it'll be good on the train. That is a pair of noise cancelling headphones. I do not have a pair of these. I've always wanted one, whether they be Bose or I honestly think the AirPod Maxes are a huge waste of money, but those or literally any brand, I don't care. I just want a pair of noise cancelling headphones. I steal my boyfriend's from him all the time because I just think they're great. Even with nothing playing, it allows me to hone in on my own like thoughts sometimes, which is nice. The fourth thing is probably every basic white girl. Well, I don't even want to generalize it because it's just every basic human in general right now. I want a Stanley Cup. I've always been a huge like Hydro Flask girl, but it has always been incredibly annoying to me that they don't fit in my car cup holder. So I've seen people say that that's the main reason they want a Stanley Cup, and that is a huge reason for me. I do also think that just drinking ice water out of a straw is like what makes me want to drink water the most. So I definitely would like one of those. The next thing is a little bit more random, and it's something I've wanted for a while, and that is a top 100 books scratch off poster. So I made a very like rough bucket list when I was younger, and on that list I put to read every classic novel, and I think that there's a lot of debate on what is considered a classic, especially art is an ever-evolving form, so there are always going to be new classics. Some of the modern classics are definitely things I'm more interested in than like the Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Austen type classic. But yeah, I want a top 100 book scratch-off poster. I think that that would be a good attainable goal in terms of that, like read all of whatever. I think read all of the top 100 books is a good one. The next thing I want is a pair of slippers, and I know that there's that pair of Uggs right now that's a huge trend, and that's like great and fine, but honestly I only have slippers from when I was in high school. I have a pair of Bear Paws that have made it with me through the last 8 to 10 years, and they look pretty sad and pathetic and definitely have some holes in the soles now. So I would like a new pair of slippers. The next thing on this list is the Brooklinen Luxe Core sheet set. As somebody who consumes a lot of YouTube, I feel like I see Brooklinen everywhere and it just looks so comfortable to me. And we did find a brand of sheets on Amazon that has like $20 really nice sheets, and we do like those, but I've been told that Brooklinen like changes the sleeping game and I want to find that out for myself. So I do want a set of those sheets. Moving on, a couple more, I guess, random things. The next one is a set of baking beans. If you bake or if you watch Great British Bake Off or anything, then you might know that sometimes you need to blind bake pastries. And when you do that, you like put parchment on top of the pastry and then fill it with baking beans. So they are just beans that go in the oven that won't like burn or anything and add weight to what you're baking to help it bake evenly. And then in the same sort of realm, I also want an electric flour sifter. One of the things I find most annoying about the process of making macarons is sifting the flour and sugar in. So I think if I had an electric sifter that I wouldn't mind making macarons as much. The next thing on this list is pretty generic, and honestly I would be good with it from any brand anywhere. Is an oversized half-zip sweatshirt. I think that my desire for this started from the like Lululemon scuba jacket or whatever it is, but I really don't care about the brand at all. I have no like alliance to it being the Lululemon one. That's just the one that like made me want one. I think that I wear my like 3/4 zips a lot, but they're very specific. Like I have a fall one, I have one from like the old academic sorority I was in freshman year of college. Just things that I can't like wear or shouldn't wear. So I want like a plain oversized half zip. The next thing is the Our Place Always Pan and Perfect Pot set. I feel like we buy new pans all the time and they always without fail end up getting destroyed. I don't know what is up with that, but they're just always so bad. I'm hoping that the Always Pan, from what I've heard about it, seems like that does not happen to it. So I really would like that. We're also in the process of looking for a house right now, so it's one of those things that once you have like a nice like kitchen to call your own, that you want like the nice cooking stuff. Moving on from there, I want a feather and down comforter. I think this is something I've always wanted, and I really don't want it to be white. I know most of them come as white, so I would definitely get a duvet cover to make it a different color just because white is stressful, but I want like the hotel feel, like really comfortable like down comforter for our bed. Right now we sleep literally with like a Kate Spade fleece throw blanket because that's what we find most comfortable, so something a little bit more elevated than that. The next thing I want is a 3-in-1 charger. I finally just joined the community of people that have AirPods that can charge not being plugged in. Why can't I think of the word? Wirelessly charge. So now that I have those, I feel like I need a 3-in-1 for my watch, my AirPods, and my phone. It's really annoying to have to carry around all 3 chargers anytime I go anywhere, but I guess it's technically only 2 chargers, but you swap off either your phone or the AirPods. Anyways, it's annoying. I want a 3-in-1. I know that's a first world problem, but I do. The next thing I want, and surprisingly this is the only Disney thing on this list at all, is the classic mini ears, the ones that are just like black with the red bow. I somehow have not ever owned those, which is crazy to me because I own over 40 pairs of ears, just not those ones. So the classic mini ears are definitely on my list. The next thing is the Summer Fridays jet lag mask. I feel like my skin has just been so dry, and I hear people say that this is like a life-changing product. Obviously it's not only for when you like get off planes, but because of how much I am on planes and off planes, I feel like my skin just gets destroyed. So something like that would be amazing. And then the last thing on my list is new luggage. In an ideal world, I would get an away suitcase and carry on, but I know that they are so much money. But we don't have any good like carry-on suitcases, and that is something that we need. And it's something that we always say that we're going to invest in, but when we go to the store to buy them, we're like, wow, $95 for a carry-on, that's expensive, I'm not buying it. So it's a perfect thing to ask for as a gift for the holidays, some new luggage. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe got some ideas for yourself or for a 20-something-year-old girl that needs gifts in your life. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.